Today is Friday, May 21st, 2021, about quarter after noon on a windy day. It's a windy spring day. On the cool side, not cold, but definitely cool. The wind is what makes it feel cool. It's about 50, 53, 54 degrees, give or take. And big gust. And today's the windiest day it's been. It's been pretty windy all week, but today's, I think, the windiest it's been. But what we have is a little swarm that I caught yesterday. I got a message from a neighbor that there's bees in their driveway. And sure enough, there were a big old clump of bees. They had put a box over them, and the swarm had moved kind of up into the box. And I found the queen in there, put her in a clip, and then put her into the box, and kind of spent the rest of the time putting everybody else in there. They're fairly small as far as swarms go, much smaller than the swarm that I put in that hive. But they should be fine. They were quite nice, the bees, that is, and the people. But the bees were quite nice, really calm, and didn't really get stung too much on my hands. I didn't get stung at all on my arms or anything this time, but I had some stingers on my hands through my gloves. And I think that's really about it. So all I'm gonna do is just since this swarm was relatively small, all I'm gonna do is just put some. I have three drawn frames here. So 1, 2, 3, and these are all brood frames, and then I have 2 empty ones. So I'm just gonna put in the 2. I'm just gonna checkerboard. So I'm gonna do drawn, empty, drawn, empty, drawn, and that will be all 5. So they're anxious to get out, start foraging and looking for pollen and nectar and stuff. The lady who had the swarm said that they were at her house pretty much all day yesterday, so they're anxious to get out and do their thing. So I'm gonna do just see if I can set up my camera in a way so it'll capture all the action. Let's see here. Well, I think, let's see. There we go. Okay, that'll work, I think. So I'm going to wait to take off the little entrance blocker thing here. I'm gonna wait to take this off. So I would imagine that the cluster of bees, well, maybe not, but the cluster of bees might be on the underside of the lid, but maybe not, because I put the queen in a clip and she was down on the bottom of the hive. Let's find out. I'll open up the top. I'm probably just going to take the queen clip out so that I do not accidentally harm her. Let's see. There's some on the lid. It looks like they're mostly just kind of clustered around the queen. They started building wax already. You can see some wax there. So let's have a peek inside. So the queen's there in the clip. Just gotta take these rocks out of here. So that's the best way to do this. Just ring little rocks, nothing special. All right, I think that's all of them. So, queen's in there. I'll have to, queen's in there. I'll have to let her out in a minute here. Once we get the frames in there. Trying to see if I can spot her. There's so many bees crawling around in here. Oh, there she is. So many bees crawling around. It's kind of hard to see her. The camera's not focusing either. Well, take my word for it. She's in there. I saw her. So I'm just going to set her just right there. It's her little retinue. And then just put the frames in. So I have drawn. And empty. Drawn. And empty. Actually, I think I'm gonna put this drawn one in first because there's a whole bunch of bees on the side over here. They're building wax. So let's just go ahead and get this in here. As gently as I can. Trying to smash as few bees as I can. Alright. And empty. Center it. There we go. All right. So that's it. That's all. They're a fairly small swarm, but hopefully they'll get themselves going. And I can always give them a boost. I've got other resources. I can just throw a frame of brood in there or something in a couple of weeks if they're struggling. I'm fine with them being small for now because I'm gonna be out of town next week, so I won't be able to check on them. But all right, let's go ahead and see if I can get the queen to come out. I'm gonna put the camera down so I have both hands. So she came out, and then she went back in. Come on, Queenie. So she's crawling around on the outside. There we go. Okay. Alright, she climbed in. Okay. That's the main part done. So I'm going to take these screws out. All right. So they are good to go. All these bees, there's a whole bunch of bees flying around. They're all doing orientation. So we can get a shot of them. Yeah, so they're all orientating. I'm gonna move them from there to there. I'm gonna do that off camera because it's gonna be too awkward to carry it over there and move it and stuff. So that's it. They're all set up now. So other than moving them over, I'm done for the day. Don't really have anything else to report. But we'll be getting into these bees this weekend. Not these ones, but we'll be checking on those and that swarm over there, see what they're up to. I saw them carrying in pollen, so they're busy. And then we'll be checking on the splits that I made in the big one to see if we've got any new queens in there, any new eggs. I can't remember how long it's been. I'll have to look at my notes, but I think at this point it's close enough where there could be eggs, but there also couldn't be eggs. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna screw the lid back down so that it stays snug in this wind, and then I'm gonna move the hive, and that'll be that. So pretty straightforward today, easy peasy. Thanks for watching. Till next time.